I'm Cate, and I'm from the Ohio Military Teen Council. So, my group is, we're working for the YouTube channel right now to give you guys some videos and activities, because right now we're in quarantine again, so we're gonna do some crafts right now. Okay, so Christmas time is around the corner, and I'm excited. I'm guessing you guys are too. So today I'm going to show you how to make your very own book. And I think this would be a great gift for anyone. Your parents, I know, would love this if you made one for them. It's really special because you made it. And anything you make is special. So, like, I made a book that I'll show you guys that one later. And I think it's special because I wrote it and all of the ideas are mine, and now you guys get to do that. So I'm going to show you what you need. So some yarn, you don't need this much, and honestly, it doesn't have to be yarn. I'm just using yarn. You could use a rubber band, simple twine. There's other kinds. I think if you showed your parents this, they'll find something you can use, because it doesn't have to be this. But this is just what I'm using. And you're also going to need brown paper bags, because this is what we're going to use for our pages. And I will show you that later. You're going to need some glue. I'm just using a glue stick. Any glue works. It doesn't have to be a crazy one. And you're going to need some construction paper. And we're going to cut these up into squares. You might want some help with this part. I'm going to do this part real fast. Okay guys, I cut up my paper into these little squares. I did it hamburger style, and I cut that. And then I cut it again in the middle of those. And then I trimmed it to around this size. You want it to be about the half of one bag, since we're going to fold these, so you want it to be about half. So that's just for reference. And honestly, you can trial and error. There's no specific measurement. Yeah, so we're going to go on to the pages part now. And I will show you. So right now, I only have 4 paper bags. You must remember that each paper bag is 4 pages, because it's one here, here, and then here and here. So a little goes a long way. I like to fold or put mine separately, so I have this flap here. So the next one, so there's this flap, I like to flip it so they're not back to back. That's just me. I feel like it makes it less thick on one side and more spread out. But you can do, honestly, whatever you prefer. That's just how I do it. But there's truly no wrong way to do this. It's all your imagination. It's your creation. And you don't have to use purple. And I'm using purple because I really like purple. As you can see, I like pink. I have blue scissors because I like blue. I like all colors. You can use whatever color you want. This is yours. It's just for you and whoever you give it to. And it's completely up to you, everything. Okay, so I have all my papers. I actually have 5, and they're put in the opposite order, like I told you or showed you. They are now, where they're opposite. So I have this, and I'm gonna keep it flat. Well, not right now. I'm gonna fold it, but I'm keeping it flat for the moment. And with my yarn or your twine or your whatever you're using, I guess maybe the size of your arm to your forearm, not that long. And then I'm gonna cut it. You might need a parent for that. I don't know. I have little kitty scissors, which are my favorite because I lose my scissors a lot, and this makes it so I'm not worried that I might step on them, because I'm a messy teenager, so I have to be careful. So now we have our straight. We're gonna fold them in half, hamburger style. That's what I call it, you know, 'cause it's like, it's bigger. I don't know. So that's gonna be folded, and with this, I'm gonna put it in between. So the middle part, it's gonna go right there where it's creased, and then I'm gonna tie it. So I'm gonna make a nice knot, which I'm gonna show you. Here it is. So there's a knot. It's like the crease of my book. So now this is the outline of my book. Like this, you can see the pages. It's starting to make sense that this is a book now. Okay, so next I'm going to take one of my cut up pieces of paper that I did earlier, and I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna put it on the back of my glue. And you don't need too much. So I always do the border and then a big X. I don't know if you see that. Kinda, a little bit. So I just do the whole outer and then a big X because don't need that much glue and it'll stick just fine. So that is that. And then this is the front page, and this is where you get to name it and put your name on it and say this is mine and announce it to everyone who sees it that this is your creation. Which it's always fun to take ownership of things because adults do it all the time. We don't get to do it as much. But this is yours. It's your creation. It's cool. I think that's cool. That might just be me, but it's fun to have something like that you get to make. Now that I'm older, I don't make as much cool stuff, and it makes me sad. The last time I was with a little friend of mine, one of my brother's friend's sisters actually, and we made these, and she created a whole coloring book for her parents, and on each page she drew a different picture. One of them was a Christmas tree. One of them was, I think, she took her dog on a park. There was a picture of that. And I think she's giving it to her parents for Christmas, actually. And I thought it was really neat. Just so now her parents have a coloring book that's from their daughter that they get to have forever, and she made it. So that I think that's really cool. And you guys can do that too. Or you can do what I did. I just wrote a story. Because now that I'm older, I don't get to write as many stories, so write as many stories as possible because they're fun. They're definitely better than writing non-story stories. Okay, so I did the other page, and I'm going to do the rest separate because this is a long video. Okay, guys, so I finished my book. I made that, and now I have this is a finished book. So each page is glued on. I even wrote some stories. This is the finished result. And I sometimes, because this is a brown bag, I put weight on it. Like I put a Harry Potter book on it, which is a thick book about wizards. Definitely recommend. But I did that to like flatten it a little bit, and as you can see, it's definitely flat. You don't have to do that, but that's what I do. And yeah, so this is mine, and it's called The Music. And I'm going to read it to you, but if you don't want to listen to that, you don't have to. But that's the finished craft, and I hope you understood it. I hope I did it okay, so you knew what to do. I hope you thought it was cool, because I'm not kidding. Like, I've done this with a friend, and it's really neat, and I'm excited for her parents to see it. And you can definitely do it for your parents. But yeah, this is The Music, and I'm Cate, because this is mine. Here's my story. Long ago, in a land far away, a girl lived alone with her blind father. I spelled girls wrong. Ugh. She was very beautiful, but didn't know, because her dad was blind. Her home was very bare, with nothing on the walls, because her dad was blind. But her home wasn't empty, it was filled with music. The girl didn't want her father's life to feel empty. She learned every instrument. She learned the cello, the trumpet, the tuba, and the violin. Every instrument ever thought of, she knew. Her father had a personal concert every night. But he still had a sadness. He knew his daughter was grown. He didn't want to hold her back. He started planning his daughter's future without him. He called many friends to give her the life she deserved. One day, a handsome boy passed the home filled with music. He couldn't pass without seeing the artist behind it. As he knocked on the door, he was met by the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. He asked who it was playing. As the girl revealed herself as the artist, she noticed how familiar the handsome face was. He was the famous viola player everyone was talking about in town. Her father became thrilled, finally seeing a happy future for his daughter. The end. It's kind of silly, and that's just mine. I really am into music. I listen to music all the time. I'm a viola player. That's why I added that in, that he was a viola player. So that's what I play. But your story is completely yours. You can make it whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be a story. But I think you can make it whatever you want, which is the best part about it. So, yeah, get super creative. I can't wait to see what you do if you show anyone at OMK. If not, that's fine. But if you do, I think that'd be really neat to see. And, yeah, create your story. It can be anything, and it can be way bigger than this. It doesn't have to be so small. If you don't want it to be, just add some extra brown paper bags. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, bye.